The hardest part about being a videographer, it's not what you think. Sure, the technical things matter, but the real challenge is managing chaos, client expectations, adapting to surprises, being a problem solver, and overall just delivering results no matter what happens. While I'm building my coaching business, I'm still out here in the field taking on projects to help clients win and just be someone who practices what they preach. This time around, I was hired by an image consultant to capture behind the scenes content of her styling her clients during a photo shoot. The plan? 8 looks, multiple locations, and a tight timeline. Sounds simple, right?
You're goddamn right.
This shoot was a referral from my buddy Sean. Shouts to Sean. And on the initial call, the client was basically wanting me to capture behind the scenes footage of her styling her clients during their photo shoot. The goal was simple: show up, film the looks, capture some testimonials for social proof, and then deliver a 90-second reel. Fast forward to the day of the shoot, and the first issue hit me before I even left the house. I'm getting ready to go do this shoot right now in Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it is like 50 degrees and I am losing my mind. I have this zit in the middle of my eyebrow. I'm nervous for how it's gonna go because it's gonna be raining. I found the answer to my acne problem and I began my trek to Beverly Hills. To fix my eyebrow, I ended up just putting on glasses, calling it a day. I am so cold right now. I'm not being dramatic, you are. I ended up getting to the location about 30 minutes earlier than expected. This is the location. So curious to see how this goes. It's not raining, so that's a good sign. I'm in the elevator. We made it. As much as I wanted to do behind the scenes content for y'all, well, my first priority was staying professional. And second, well, I don't know any of these people. I walked into this hotel room to set up. It was chaotic. Hair, makeup, clothes everywhere. People were coming and going. And I didn't really have an idea of where to start filming without really interrupting their flow. At the end of the day though, my job was to be a fly on the wall and just capture the overall vibe of everything. As a videographer, you have to quickly read the room. You have to know when to step in and just shoot your shot. Come on, that was good, right? As much as I needed to capture the overall vibe, one of the biggest things that I needed to focus on as well was helping my client get social proof for her own content. Finding the right moment was going to be tricky. I knew it would work out eventually during the day, but coincidentally enough, half of the group decided to leave the room to go do their location scout, which honestly played great into my favor. This opportunity left me alone with my client and the first influencer that she was styling. The person she was styling had this super playful vibe and it made it extremely easy to connect. She asked if I could help her film a quick social reel with my client, and I took the opportunity to ask to do some testimonials in exchange. First half of the mission complete. Within the first hour of the day, I'd say we're off to a good start. When the group got back to the room, we immediately headed to the first location for the initial looks and we just got after it. It's insanely chaotic so far. I'm not necessarily able to get a bunch of shots, but right now I'm just capturing the model, getting the first looks, getting some B-roll of the city. Now, keep in mind, this wasn't our shoot to necessarily direct. That meant my client and I didn't necessarily have the control that we wanted over how long each location would take or shoot. With a tight timeline and a ton of looks to get through, it was sort of stressful, but honestly, at the end of the day, we just had to take a deep breath and just roll with it. Thankfully though, the pace was moving a little bit quicker than expected. I took the responsibility of capturing as much content as possible, and whenever there was a moment for my client to provide extra context to the camera, I just jumped on it. Those moments of her explaining the process of what's going on will later help the final edit. Also, shouts to my client Celeste. She was an absolute natural on camera, and it's always just nice to work with someone who knows how to talk on camera smooth. Because when the camera gets switched onto your boy, and I don't have a teleprompter, well, you guys see what it's like in my other videos. Anyways, I stayed dialed in, just grabbing as many shots that I could to make her edit more visually appealing, and then I just focused on the story by talking with the talent and the photographer on set so that they could help execute the vision even further on the main deliverable. Thankfully, I ended up getting the last testimonial before leaving for the day, but things like this are what's going to carry over into my client's main edit. At the end of the day, the deliverable was a 90-second video showing off the day and helping with social proof. Regardless of the timing issue or not hitting the expected looks output, I still got a solid amount of great content. I made my client look amazing, and the story is still going to be executed in a way that no one will ever know about the small challenges that we faced. And that's the beauty of it. The reality is this: her audience doesn't need to know how many outfits we shot or how tight the timeline was. What they need to see is, who is Celeste as a style consultant? What does she do for her clients? Why should people hire her? And what results can she deliver? My job was to make her already great content even better and just help drive more traffic into her DMs. This shoot was a reminder that being a great videographer isn't just about knowing your gear or nailing the perfect shot. It's about how you handle the unexpected. Shoots rarely go as planned, unless your boy's in charge. And it's all about your ability to adapt, stay calm, and just keep the client's goals front and center. That's what sets you apart. Sometimes as a videographer, your job is just to take what's given and make it work. It's about finding the moments that matter, being a problem solver, and just making sure your client feels confident in the process. If you're just starting out, know this: the hardest part about being a videographer is also what makes it feel so rewarding. Every shoot is just a chance to grow, learn, and become the best version of yourself, which inevitably lands you more money in the long run. The clients don't remember the chaos. What they remember is how you made them feel and the results that you actually delivered. If you're stuck in the cycle of $200 shoots and you actually make good content and want to start actually learning how to land more ideal clients and charging your worth and just overall building a business that you're proud of, it's time to make a change. Right now, I'm offering 2 more one-to-one consulting spots at a beta investment. This is your chance to work directly with me to figure out what's holding you back, create a solid game plan, and just start achieving your goals faster. If this sounds like something you're ready for, click the first link in my description and let's talk.